There are people so lost in life that they find themselves attending seminars thrown by gurus who look like estrogen-ridden Teletubbies. Have you ever met somebody who was hard-capped in bronze in a video game? Some of those people are hard-capped in real life. They walk among us. And the craziest thing, Roman Empire edits are right there. The gym is right there. Little do these people know, vacuuming the beach is more productive than listening to gurus like Owen Cook. Owen Cook is a washed up, self-described pickup artist who sells people nothing. In fact, he is on a never-ending free tour that he uses as a sales funnel to peddle his self-help garbage. So I figured it would be an absolute blast to attend one of these seminars virtually and see if we walk away with anything of value. Get ready to experience some of the most unhinged shit you've ever seen. Insane focus, smashing, and getting money in a world that distracts you.
Having social skills allows you to make a lot more money and live a more dynamic life. The next one is focus. How do you train your brain on extended focus? What are some key things? Reading. Challenging books, what else?
I just gotta pause it for a second because I want to analyze the crowd here. Why are there women at this event? I thought women were smarter than men. I understand, men going through a crisis, they feel lost in life. The only logical thing I could think of is that this is a local Marriott and there's a little waiver in the lobby like, oh, Owen Cook free tour. And these guys dragged their wives or their prospective girlfriends to this event. And now they're stuck here with this literal shaman waffling for the next undisclosed amount of time. They could be fucking locked in here.
Challenging books, what else?
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
As an employer, okay, I often have about 100 staff on my team.
How?
It's very, very hard to make a quality hire these days. I'm always looking to hire 6-figure and 7-figure employees or jobs that would quickly lead to 7 figures, and I can't find them.
Once you analyze enough Owen Cook clips, you begin to realize that this guy's work ethic is absolutely insane. I have never met somebody so deluded into thinking how smart they are, where they're in this position to convince other people that what they're saying is coming from the grace of God itself.
I say this, and then all these idiots come up to me on taking the moonshot. They're like, I'm ready for the 7 figures. They blow up my DMs.
Nobody DMs this guy.
But then what do they lack? Social skills. They send me some long text about how it would help their lives if I gave them $1 million. If you have social skills and extended focus, that puts you ahead of the game.
I'm really trying to stay focused here. I'm trying to actually listen to the words coming out of his mouth and see if my brain can, muster enough fucking mental energy to piece together what he's saying. But I couldn't tell you what he's talking about. He's got 100 people on his team. Supposedly, he's got millions of dollars. I don't know how the fuck anyone who dresses like this can convince other people to give them money. This is built-in male contraceptive. The reason why he dresses like this is because it comes from pickup culture, right? This is known as peacocking. It's wearing gaudy, flashy, random shit that doesn't match so that you just appear different. And this is supposed to fucking hit my lizard brain, elicit some sort of emotional response. And here we are.
You're gonna have tremendous pressure put on you to be a sheep, okay? And they're gonna leverage you. And they're gonna cause inconvenience. And they're gonna make it where to be a critical thinker, it is gonna be a path of least resistance, and it is gonna be attacked. If it's related to politics, here's my best suggestion. If you're on the left, look up the right, and if you're on the right, look up the left. If you love Bernie Sanders, then you better tell me why Trump got elected. You can't say orange man bad.
This orange man is in fact bad.
And you wonder why Bernie Sanders has a following? You can't just say he's a communist.
What is this schizophrenic rant? How is this supposed to keep me focused?
And you have to understand that
he has no idea where he's going. Holy shit, did you guys see that fucking malfunction?
Okay. These devices are recording everything.
Wait. Where did this come from? We were just talking about the political spectrum. Now we're talking about Big Brother and our phones listening to everything.
Any information meant for the mainstream, like if I'm recording this, has to be dumbed down.
Bro's taking notes in the background. Holy shit, do you see him?
Many of the experts are also sheep. Because many of the experts are also sheep. Because the vast majority of people are sheep. And only outlier experts are the ones that might be accurate. Take that on for size. For a typical meat and potatoes, pragmatic kind of person, it's like, I don't want to learn all this. You don't have a choice anymore.
So here's the thing that he's doing. They create this us versus them dynamic, and they convince these normal, average people that like they're special or smarter than they actually are, and they have access to this knowledge. Like he is this esoteric guru that has all the answers. It's just delusional.
You've got to begin to open your eyes and see what it is that's going on, or you are going to have things done to you that you cannot even begin to imagine.
Like what? What is he gonna do to me?
Food depletes focus. The social media depletes focus. The media depletes focus. The narcissistic stuff depletes focus.
Based off his logic, bro should have zero focus. He makes a living supposedly off social media. I don't see him in the gym getting his sweat on day in, day out. If I could have 10% of what Owen Cook is on a daily basis, I think I would be a fucking millionaire real quick.
I'll throw out a couple ideas of what I think a good life is, okay? A good life means that you have access to high quality food and shelter. Let's just start there, okay? Means that you feel safe, you can go to bed at night, you feel safe.
Blood is really taking notes.
Likewise, you have access to really, really good quality food. You don't have high quality nutrients going in your brain, you can't even think straight. If you don't live in a place where you feel safe and comfortable, you can't sleep properly, that's not gonna work, okay? What's happening in the soil right now? You said it.
Losing micronutrients.
Okay, everybody here know that? What's happening in the soil, right?
A random soil expert.
I'd also say a life of expansion and contribution. So you expand by giving. Why do you expand by giving? Because you identify beyond just this little me in your brain.
I'm gonna ask you, where do you think this is going to go? You're not ready. Strap in. There's a reason why I picked this video. Bro has a sparkly dog tag on. What war has this man fought in? The war against masculinity. He's a man of God. He's got the cross on. You think he was a Christian man when he was, I don't know, emotionally manipulating and physically forcing himself upon women and bragging about it? Yeah.
A little bit of hedonism is another part of life. It's not all of life, but it's part of life. And a big one is a life that begins to give that second birth of the soul.
Say what you want about Andrew Tate. Like if you were to put Andrew Tate and this guy in a room, Owen Cook would start one of his schizo rambling rants, and Andrew Tate would suffer a fucking brain bleed and die.
I'll pass the mic around. I want to get some ideas from you guys.
I think having quality of time and location freedom gives you a great life because you get to experience different things that makes you more well-versed. And the more experienced you are, the more you can relate to people and understand.
Great. Give me a hand, guys. Yeah. The big thing is that if you have another chance, you got to go louder, okay? You got to go boom.
Louder! Fuck!
All right, hop up. And merge your focus.
Oh no! Where are these guys shopping? What is this drip?
One of the core staples of great life is having a deliberate practice and being on path to mastery, becoming better than everyone else around you and providing that value to the world.
Holy shit, wait, I gotta back this up. Look at the size of that zipper. Holy shit.
Could I tweak it?
Sure.
Becoming your best self. Say that.
Becoming your best self.
Awesome. Give me a hand, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think being...
Gotta be louder.
I think...
Hey!
Once, if somebody receives a lot of attention, then you have to focus on other things to save people.
Good stuff. Give me a hand, guys. And louder next time, okay? Okay.
Louder? Just louder next time.
Bring you up, try to hustle up too, okay? Keep the energy moving. Thanks.
No, there's no way he just said that. There's no way he just said that.
Bring you up, try to hustle up too, okay? Keep the energy moving.
This bracelet cost me $100.
Yeah.
But that little kid in the Philippines that I gave the $100 to changed his probably got him out of a bad situation. This is probably like 50 fucking cents.
Yeah.
But you know, that $100 that I gave to that kid meant more than
So then what do you feel when you do that?
It's like you can't even say I feel good. It's more than that. You feel fulfilled.
Yeah, but what does that do?
Yeah.
To your mind as far as expanding it?
There's no right answer here because bro is making it up as he goes. He's asking a question as if there's a certifiable, objective response that is correct. Yet it doesn't exist. We can do this dance all day. Almost, right, but No, not quite. However, remember when this happened and this happened? Oh yeah. Like, fuck.
Let's get some other ideas on a great life.
Ew.
You gotta go louder.
Ew.
No, you're still to 4.
Ew.
Still to 4. Louder.
Ew.
To 5 maybe. Okay, go.
Ew.
So for those of you who don't know, this is Alex Hormozy. He's like a gym rat back in the day. He owns this thing called acquisition.com. He was actually at this event, and it's kind of like he placed him in the crowd as like somebody he knew he was going to call on.
I have 2 I'd like to share. One, you always touch on this. One is health, wealth, love, and higher purpose. Another thing
Owen Cook touches on health, bro.
I get from like watching Gary Vee or Ty Lopez or you or other gurus in any sector is...
He just admitted it. Other gurus, bro. You're lost in the sauce. This guy just admitted that he gets scammed for a living.
Patience, compassion, empathy, humility, and another thing like Robert Greene talks about is acceptance.
Robert Greene. Robert Greene is the author of 48 Laws of Power, okay? Have you seen a picture of what Robert fucking Greene looks like? A pencil-necked nematode? You think that's the man who is responsible for creating a book known as the 48 Laws of Power? Get the fuck out of here. Robert Greene hasn't fucking done anything in his life. He looks like he's falling apart. Robert Greene is a bitch-made bitch. Robert Greene looks like he can't even bench the bar. It's why I don't trust these people who give advice when they're literally weak men at heart. They're physically weak, and they're emotionally small, and they're mentally stunted.
Can you guys hear him at the back? No! Say no! No! Louder! No! Louder! No! There you get it, Kay. Say it to them at the back so they can hear it.
So I was talking about...
You're not there, man. No, this is what I was saying about the giving thing. What you're doing here, you're this bright-eyed, amazing person, but you're not allowing your voice to expand.
Punch him in the face, you won't. Pussy, no balls. Show him the 6th law of power.
All right, well, I was talking about...
No, this sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. It 100% sucks.
Yell as loud as you can.
I'm a bitch.
Ew.
You guys see the siphoning there?
Yeah.
Ew.
Okay, let it ride a bit.
Ew.
Let it ride longer.
Ew.
You guys do it right now. Do it too. See, now it's getting it, okay? That's the giving thing. This is why so much of religion is...
Is that Jeremy Allen White?
The reason why we're able to get our butts whipped right now so bad socially is because we have this limited awareness and the little me, and we're not connected to the soul, so we're in a state of fear, and so we're easily manipulated. Let's keep it going. Go. You gotta go. You gotta do better for me, man. You gotta do better. Okay, do it with him. Okay, good. Now share the audience. Talk and share.
So what I was...
Go as loud as you can. Physically as loud as you can.
So what I was talking about earlier was about empathy, humility, compassion, patience.
And the pursuit of happiness. You can hear it in his voice. It's fake. It's forced. It's manufactured. It's because bro's not made to scream. The true gigacocks. We don't gotta try like this. It just comes naturally.
One of the things Tony Robbins, I think you've spoken about this, is the Thanksgiving story he had where...
This is my worst nightmare. I found the guy who watches these gurus at face value. We know that Owen Cook used to be RSD Tyler and has stories and headlines all about his sexual deviancy and is blocked from entering multiple countries. We know these things. Imagine being so disillusioned that you still blindly follow these people.
You know how this goes.
Owen's
Any
cooking?
entrepreneur that made like $1 billion, they're like, what's your secret for making $1 billion? And rather than talking about all the cutthroat things they did, you know, the burn relationships and cutthroat behavior, they're like, I learned the secret to making $1 billion is being like a good person and giving. I'm a good person and giving, and I don't have $1 billion. What they're doing is taking the focus off the truth of what they did, because the average person can't handle the truth, and they're trying to minimize friction and BS, and they're not even giving you the real advice.
Truth pilled?
So that would be the point against Tony.
I'm Owen pilled.
What would you say?
What I would say is basically, if you're not grateful because...
If you're not fucking louder, we're gonna have some problems.
You won't let it land. You won't be appreciative and accepting of where you're at. You might have $1 million and you won't be grateful. You're lacking something.
Yeah, I thought that was an amazing response. And then also let's bring it back to what I said earlier.
This guy reminds me of being in college. The teacher asked you a question, right, professor? And then you'd always have those kids go after you where they're like bouncing off that, trampolining off of his point. That's what Owen does.
My friend has got back into weed. And so it's like the weed, the low gratitude, the negativity, and so on and so forth. Now all of a sudden, lots of nice compliments, but somebody insults you. That's all that you can tune into. The mainstream is able to exploit you.
RSD Tyler, more like RSD Rizzler.
So this is when we talk about giving being the key to life and being a centerpiece of Christianity or a centerpiece of religion or spiritual growth. That is because it leads to the expansion of the soul.
He didn't just bust out the Christianity on us, did he?
Heaven or hell starts now. So my friend that's on the live with 500 people and has all these compliments,
but
can only lock in on the people insulting this person. They live in the same physical reality, but they live in a different energetic reality. Heaven or hell starts now.
Heaven or hell starts now. Heaven or hell starts now.
And a major theme biblically is this idea that even when hung on the cross and tormented, he absorbs that, and because of that, there's a certain weight of, you might call it low vibration energy in the world, and the more, and that energy is...
Imagine, say Jesus, died 2,000 years ago. He's just gasping for air as he's getting suffocated, nailed to the fucking cross, only for this freak to fucking put on a seminar and make some dumb metaphor about his suffering. Crazy. It's fucking crazy. I'd say, put me out of my misery now, end my life, please.
Can I be the space for this? In other words, you realize there's a lot of pain in the world that's adding to that density. That density is increasing. Good is increasing in parallel. In theory, like, I want the good side. Yeah. Like that, right? Okay, cool.
It's crazy that when he does this voice, nothing changes. Like, that's how I hear Owen at all times.
You become someone who is less concerned with what they think of you. You assume they're probably going to stab you in the back, but it's like a wild animal that's trapped, and you're trying to pull the trap out, but it's going to attack you and bite you while you're pulling the trap out.
In all of human history, I think this is the dumbest, stupidest shit I've ever fucking heard.
You know what's a pretty big tragedy that we never talk about? Somebody that was brainwashed by Hitler to fight and die for Hitler. Because those people believed they're on the right side.
Whoa.
How would you feel if you got brainwashed by some evil psycho to go kill a bunch of people, and then and then to add to that, you also got shot and died? Or maybe you don't even get shot and died, and now you have to live knowing that you did that.
There's no fucking way he went there. No, this is satire. No, I admit defeat. Owen Cook is the smartest man I've ever seen. He's the best satirist I've ever come across. Holy shit.
And like that German soldier that thinks that he's fighting for the Fuhrer, whatever the heck he's fighting for, stop and think that millions of people were doing this and sold on that sick idea.
How did we get from focus to Hitler?
This is your work, your process. You've got to realize what you're a part of in modern society, the bigger picture that you're a part of.
Louder!
The fishbowl that you're in, the hamster cage that you're in,
Louder.
The water that you're swimming in that you can't tell that you're swimming in, and you've got to start to unravel this. And if you do, that, in my view, is what can lead to an amazing life. So what I want you to do now is I want you to get in your groups, and I want you to talk to each other in detail about your main takeaways for the next 2 or 3 minutes. And then we're going to come back and we're going to go a lot deeper. Could you guys give...
They're not even let out after this. They're at the seminar for hours in Owen Cook's Teletubby-ass stomach. I have never seen a man mentally perspire that hard and say nothing of substance. Ever. Narcissism has a YouTube channel and its name is fucking Owen Cook.
Wait, let's do it my way. I can set a course.